I pressed the scary button for the second time. We're gonna get better this time. But stream number 2, Darkest Dungeon. I swear to God I'm completed, even though I really, really wanted to play a different game today, which is just proving the fact that I struggle to finish games. I get so bored so easily. My phone is no longer, my phone as in my camera that's keeping track of my facial tracking, is no longer literally taped to my monitor. This is professional gaming at its peak. This is professional gaming at its peak. I like to thank my fans. I like to fake. I like to fake. Yeah, actually, let's just expose the truth right then. Anyhow, I'm back. Please don't comment on the state of the chat box that's happening right now. As you can see, it's the same one as on this screen. And I was thinking, if I'm going to be perfectionist about it, if I'm going to keep, fiddling and then making another one and then I'm never actually going to start. So once again, I'm just going to hit the scary button and we're just going to play. All right? Can we agree that that's what's going to happen? Excellente. Hello everyone, if there is indeed anyone here, I'm Exper, I'm a robot, and we're going to play Darkest Dungeon because it's a game that last I checked, I think I have 300 hours on this on Steam, but never finished it. Have to actually finish it. It's been too long, there's a new game out. It's not even new. That's the problem. It's not even a new game. It's an old game. The second game is now considered not new. And I still haven't finished this game. That's dreadful. Let's see if the loading screen is still long like it was last time, because I remember it being hella long. Maybe my computer's just straining because it's currently got like, how many processes going on at the same time? Let's just hope it keeps working. Just like how last stream I hoped my phone would stay straight while being taped to my monitor. It didn't. I'm so professional at this, as you can tell. The voice actor in this, who's just got a lovely voice.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Thank you very much. Exactly what I was talking about. I looked him up. His name is Wayne June. So props to Wayne June for having an excellent voice. And apologies in advance because I'm probably going to repeat his lines after him because I'm a mimic like that. What's going on? Town is a buzz. I mean, we don't have to worry exactly. It's just going to be a continuous stress reduction. Pause. Can you hear that? The puppy is here! Dog alert! That's something I should do. I should include a picture somewhere on the screen of the dog that is the secret guest. The secret guest of any streams that I have. Hello, baby! You want to have naps on the bed? You can have naps on the bed. Yes. Good girl. As I said before, she's pretty used to me just talking to myself, so she's probably going to be good, but if she bothers me, I'm so sorry. You guys are second. I'm going to be getting up and I'm going to find out what she wants. Not my fault that she's the most important person in the stream. Anyhow, stress reduction activities are slightly less effective. This has been the case for the entire run, because I have the Crimson Court DLC, but I haven't truly activated it yet because every time I do, that kind of stuffs up my run because it makes things more difficult, and I can use easy at this point. Let's see if we can finish it easily before we make anything harder for ourselves. Hello, baby. One hand is constantly going to be on the peppy puppy. These are the ones that were the victorious, the ones who fought against the sodden crew and won. So let's give them a break, especially Quivermont, however you would pronounce that name, Quivermont, because as you can see, she's freaking out. She's paranoid, it's her affliction right now, so she actually needs to get a stress reduction so she can chill out and stop doing things against my will. Like last time, she moved against my will without my permission, and I very much hated that. Maybe before we do anything at all, we should check to see who's at Stagecoach. Which new poor fools we could use at our team. Vestal, the only other Vestal we have is level 2, so I think we can probably use one. What's your issue? What are your issues? I say to any person I meet. What are your issues? What's your trauma? What are your triggers? Cophobe. Unerring is good, especially when I like to keep Vestals in the back of the pack. I don't like... She has moves where she can actually attack things, melee moves, but I like to keep her in the back. She's a machine that heals. So having Unerring, which is a 10% increase of damage for ranged skills, would not be bad. And also Cophobe, I mean, extra stress is always bad, but we can always just avoid taking her to the cove. You go on the bed, baby. You go up on the bed. There we go. Yeah. She's about to have the best nap in the history of naps. I'm going to feel so jealous about it. That's fine. That's her job. Her job is to keep her belly warm and to have the bestest of naps. I'm going to keep you. I think I'm going to keep you. Was it Bovon? Bovon? Yes. Bovon has at least 3 of the moves that I typically use, so I don't have to unlock them. So you're going to be cheaper than, what, Castle? Castle. Speaking of healing, this is another healer. Natural strength. Oh, natural swing is not bad. Warrior of Light. Warrior Light is good too because I am a weenie who likes to keep torch really, really high. Despite the fact that if you keep torch low, if you go through dark runs and you know, it's scarier. You can get ambushed a lot more. A lot of bad things can happen. Things get harder. Your characters get rearranged, but your rewards are greater. You amass much wealth. And wealth is, of course, very nice, but I would prefer to live beyond such adventures. And thus, I like to keep the torch really, really high, and then that is more likely to startle the enemies. So he's not bad to have, actually. And he's another guy that I like to keep in the back. I like to have him in the back and then doing his wild healing move, which you can see here heals 0 to 13 and has a chance of bleeding. So, you know, it's very much a gamble as to whether he's good or not. But I rarely come across him, so I'm going to grab him.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
To fight the abyss, one must know it. Thank you very much, Wang Jun. I was talking about so much last time, but to not know his name feels disrespectful, so now I had to lock it in my memory. Just so whenever I talk about him, I use his proper name. Now, I'm thinking now that we have a couple of very, very low characters, to see if there are any low-level maps that... Well, I mean, there's a boss here. Brigand 8-pounder. Not... I'm probably not going to send my little itty-bitty babies. I have seen someone do runs with four occultists, and that's always really fun, because they have a range of stuff and they can keep each other healed. But let's see what else we have here. Lepers I don't tend to use, but you know what? It's fine if it's just like an easy time to level up me characters. But first, before I think of that, I'm going to have a drink. By the way, all of you should stay hydrated. If you have a drink next to you, be it water or, in my case, something carbonated, please take a drink and stay hydrated. But I think this could probably be the good map to go with. The good map, because I don't actually see any others that are all that good. I'm trying to check out my options here. Which of these two are the best to go with? We will be going to the Warrens, if we go in this case. The Warrens is a place with the pigs and the flesh that hates. Anyone like SCP? SCP. The flesh that hates is a really good one. I just recently watched, I think it was, Papa Meat, who made a video on that recently. It was a nice little refresher, because I haven't read SCP in a while, but it's nice to see people react to it for the first time. I almost get as much of an experience watching people react to things than I do experiencing something for the first time. Unspeakable Commune. This would prevent nighttime ambush, so he might actually be the best person to take right now. I think that might be right. A national eye. Yep. He's very patriotic. I don't know, I'm not feeling super great about this spread of itty-bitty babies. One thing I don't like to do is force it. I don't want to like just force people again. Maybe I should just force it and let people die if they die, but I don't want to force it too bad where there's no chance, absolutely no chance of actually making it. Otherwise it'd just be a bit of a waste, eh? This is a gathering quest, a medium one, so we'd have to go a bit higher to these levels up here. But it's to gather 3 medicines, which if you have a good enough scouting chance, you can find those pretty easily in before I spend a whole bunch of time trying to find it. And it gives you the Caregivers Convention, which makes... Is Caregivers the... I think it's the healing place. It makes it free. That's good, because once you get into higher levels and you get some really locked-in bad quirks, like, what was it? Blutomania, Kleptomania, things like that. If it's free to get rid of, that's so good, because it can be really, really bloody expensive. So maybe we should go to the Weld. The Weld in this case, I'm trying to remember, this is mushrooms, this is Shroomland. Shroomland. What is good for killing shrooms? Shrooms could easily be... they could easily be not affected by blight, or they could be not affected by bleed. I'm going to assume that bleed is going to be the thing that we look for here, just because ruins, bleed is no good, curve, bleed is no good, and warrens, bleed is good. I'm using logic. It's not my best skill, so we'll see if it actually works out that way. I do have 2 flagellants. Gosh, I'm going to say that. I'm going to end up saying flatulence. I have 2 flagellants here who could work together, actually. Oh, wait, hold on. The burden of oh, never mind. They're selfish. They want all the pain to themselves. Never mind, then. Let's move you here. You do have healing. It's a little bit. It's not a very strong one. You're also a flagellant. Hylomania. That's not great. That one. Obsessions tend to mean that he's gonna do stuff against your will. But I don't care about the gambling. Lycophobia will be fine, because as I said, I like keeping everything bright anyway. Do I keep you just in case I need vomit? Oh, no, never mind. We have got petrol. We've got petrol. And I love... Highwaymans are actually my favorite class. So we have Highwayman. I'm going to take him. And then... we'll just shove these guys on here. Because at least at some point I'm going to have to get these middle level characters up to the top level to do all the hard things. And then eventually go to the darkest dungeon. So we might as well work on that while we do. What are our skills looking at? I need to get Bandit Sense because that's going to be our preventing nighttime ambush that we need, or else we're going to get kind of screwed. Not necessarily. I guess the attack can be... It's survivable. It is a survivable attack. However, if you are in dire straits and then you get attacked, it's just shit on top of your sandwich. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there, but it's just more, and it can really be the difference between dying or not. So let's grab that, just so we don't have to worry about it. You've got all your attacks ready, and I have upgraded the ones that I really like the most. We're going to have to be light on the spending, just in case we need it later. Again, I can't care too much for these characters. If I do, we're not gonna be able to spend anything, we're not going to be able to do anything, and we're going to lose them, and we're going to be so pissed because we waste all that money. So we can't worry too much about it. Survival skills, it's fine. We'll deal with it. What I should look at is how well prepared they are. Another good thing about the Abomination is that he has a self-heal that affects stress as well. So he can kind of take care of himself if you leave him to his own devices, like if he's in a position that he can't do a whole lot with. Oh, you're looking good, eh? Gifted is not bad if you heal yourself. Dodge is excellent. I'm very much a fan of avoiding every single attack that you can do. That's why I like the Highwaymen so much. One thing that could be really good. Yes, you have Marked Target, and I'm pretty sure you have... Do you not? Yes, you do. You have an attack that is really good against marked targets. So that's excellent that we have that already. I'm going to say we don't need... Oh, well, in before there's a stealth character that I literally can't attack because I got rid of this move. But I'm going to just take that out and make sure that my Highwayman and my Musketeer can work off each other. I think that might be the best case. You've got your heal. Can we afford to level up anyone's armor? Which, in the case of Abomination, is just getting thicker skin. Like all the parents said when you're bullied at school. Alright, we're at 12,000. I need to stop. Let's get out of here. Let's sort out what our situation is with the trinkets. And if we have money afterwards... I'm probably not going to be able to use it to stress heal anyone. I'm probably going to have to use it for provisions and stuff. Damage and accuracy. We're going to be keeping the torch levels high, so I would love to have as much accuracy on my ranged character as possible. This is what we got last time in the last stream when we finished the boss. We got this Martyr Seal. So what happens is if this guy ends up at death's door, it's going to just keep knocking on that door and he's not actually going to die. Hopefully. I mean, again, it's a game of chance. It's very easy for characters to die. So very much it could be different. It could result in him just dying first off, but let's give it a go. Oh, I have 2 of these. Do I want 2 of these? Do I want 2 of these? It'd be really cool to... Oh, no. No. I don't want 2 of these because flagellants are selfish and they want all the suffering to themselves. They can't play along with each other. So, you know what? There's no reason we can't sell this for a little bit more money so we can do a little bit more. And you know what? What if we just went all in on the death's door situation? He's going to get the stress out of his mind. He's going to be on the verge of death the whole time. We cannot heal him. We have to let him stay there so he can kick ass. Now it's time for my favorite character. My favorite character. Dodge, always good. Trap, disarm, chance. That's a free stress heal, pretty much, if it works. And negative accuracy can be a bit rough. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're a little bit less accurate, but this is totally fine. You're not just doing accuracy stuff. You're also doing some melee. So it's fine. Let's leave that. That's fine. Oh god, he's got imposter syndrome. This is the one that took me a while to figure out what it did until I had to look it up, and I actually noticed the effect where he skipped a move despite not being afflicted, and then I realized that's what it did. Oh, it's a sneaky little quirk. Oh, actually, yes. No. I'm being very indecisive. I really just need to go. I just need to do it. Just do it! Yeah, you know what? Just in case you're stressed out of your mind, we're gonna be prepared. We're gonna be prepared for it to still not work and him get afflicted instead of virtuous. That sounds about right. Alrighty, 3 medicines in the wells. Mushroom land. It's a medium, so we're gonna have to get... We do have a healer. Technically 2 healers, if we consider the flagellant. He's very specific, but also flexible in what he could be used for. He does a lot of things at once. Oh yeah, let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. Maybe we need to go a little bit crazier. There we go. Last time, there was a special treasure box, and I didn't bring the key. So you know what? Just in case that happens, here's a key. Of course, we need to get a bajillion? Question mark? Torches to keep it high. See, now we're at just under 10,000. So hopefully we can make up some of that money in here. Wait a minute, did I press the right map? Oh god, I hope I didn't press the boss. The medium difficulty boss. Ooh.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
Unneighbored is an interesting word. I wonder if it was made just for this game, or if it's an actual word. Funny thing with languages, you can just say whatever you want, and then it becomes a word if someone understands it. Unneighbored. What is our situation here? Bleed, and you're resistant to blight. Okay, well, let's see if we can do some stunning. Probably should have stunned the fungal battery, though, because he's the one that marks and has a few more issues than just attacking. It's fine, it's fine. Resisted. What? Resisted both of them. Fine. Now, welcome to my favorite thing about the highwayman, is riposte. Whenever he gets attacked, he attacks back. And now that he's in the front, there's another move that I can use with him, and it's basically the loop that I do every single time with this character. I would like to see if I can just shoot you both. And it's worth more damage than the other moves. Oof. Yeah, actually it's fine to mark him. He likes being hurt. Ooh. Okay. Maybe. He likes it, but I would like to not have him hit death's door right so quickly. How about bleed hitting now? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Aha. No one else is getting marked today. Marking can be terrible. Marking can absolutely kick your ass. And it's not even a problem. And this is the next part of my favorite thing about highwaymen. Point blank shot. Never mind, that wasn't the best example there. I was kind of wanting to show it off. But it can get really, really high. Oop, there we go. Under 40% health has already started his buffs. I just have to remember not to heal him, or not to heal him too much, I guess. Which is happening right here, actually. It's fine. Oh, I was hoping that would finish that off. Not bad. Did I do that? Minus 25% healing and received healing. Did I do that? I did. Ah, I completely forgot that part of the attack. Let's just finish him off so he's not our problem anymore. Because we're not doing too well on the damage over time, the DOTs, the dots. And that's usually what I rely on. I rely on them kind of dying by themselves. Nope, wait, I can't. Don't heal him. He likes being hurt. Oop. He's hit death's door. One thing I have to worry about, actually, is that if he's hitting death's door all the time, is he going to stress the hell out of the other characters? That's a problem. I don't mind if he's stressed, because when he gets fully stressed, there's only one option for him to be. He can't be virtuous, he can only be afflicted, and it's its own special thing. Which is kind of part of his playstyle anyway. Ooh, food. Excelente. Just take that so you're not... It's making me nervous. Though I have promised to not care if they die. But regardless of that, even if they die, I need to make it out. The reason I'm not touching that is that I don't know how to do it. Some of these items you can kind of... Ooh, see, look, there's the stealth character I was worried about. This is the part where I really, 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 really need to get riposte. Oh my god. I love highwaymen so much. Anyway, now if he gets attacked, which there's lots of moves that attack more than one character, if he gets attacked, he's going to attack back, so it's going to slowly whittle down the health of this big guy right here who can do some big hits. He can do some big hits. I'm very scared about it. Should I move back? Oh, what? No, never mind. I made my own choice for me. I pressed the wrong button. How move resistant? Oh, 95. Never mind. Just beat him up. Move forward. I love how in character the movement options are. Like, some of them can move backwards a whole bunch, but only one space forward. The flagellant hates moving backwards, loves going towards danger, so immediately I can do that. If I keep moving forward, I can do some big hits. So, oh no, hold on. We have a marked target. There we go. I need to take advantage of that marked target. That's the whole reason I put these two characters together. I forgot you were a stress attacker. That's fine. That's fine. It was not fine. Why don't you just heal to yourself while we kind of sort this out? Do a big hit, please. And as you can see, what's her face? The tenacious crone. The tenacious crone is now visible, so we can't actually attack her now. If we had the other move for the highwayman, we would be able to attack directly, but I got rid of that so we could do some synergy with the marking. Oh, what? I kind of wish that was a repostable attack. Ooh! Ooh! I didn't even notice that their resistance wasn't too high. I'm setting you up for a big hit. Never mind. I guess I can't blame him for missing, because his attack is very much hitting himself and also accidentally hitting the other person. So, you know, it makes sense if he misses every once in a while. And now let's get some big hits off with this marked character. The blighted, oh god, death's door again.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
See, the next blow could be fatal, but that's why we've got the items that he has, because hopefully it will increase his chance of surviving enough that we can kind of keep him there and not stress out too much. 19! Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. You have 8 left. You've got a couple rounds of 3, but we still need to do something about it. I might as well finish him off. See how self-sufficient he is. Oh. She keeps using attacks that cannot be riposted with. Can we just shut you up for a second, please? Boom. Just hold off. I'm not interested in what you have to say, lady. That was good timing. Oh, not bad. We'll see how much wealth we can accrue during this mission. Because I have a full amount of stuff, I'm going to ignore these until I come on the way back. There's nothing worse than picking up something and immediately having to drop it because you weren't planning out your inventory space. You can tell I'm very familiar with the things that could go wrong in this game. Blight, 40%? Yeah, let's go. Never mind. Ungo. Let's stop. Oh, no riposte. I get almost offended when he doesn't attack back, like, what do you mean? You're a highwayman, you're supposed to... I didn't activate riposte, that's why. Oh, 9. I'm surprised that didn't kill, but... Good boy. I say to the fully grown man. I'm just very proud. See, look, I'm getting attached right now. I'm getting attached to petrol. I'm getting attached to Petrimol. Look at her pants. Pantaloons. Oof. Oh. There we go. That was imposter syndrome. That was that. Every once in a while, it just skips your turn. Let's just end it before they bring in some reinforcements. It would do me well to have a stash of these, because the second I unleash the Crimson Court, so many of my characters are going to get afflicted with basically vampirism, and they need to drink these quite often. But as long as I don't activate it, it's all good. This game doesn't...
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
I know, I'm sorry. Alright, so we found, fuck all. We didn't actually find the medicine we were looking for here, so if we can't pick up enough treasure on the way back, hunger check, then this is going to be a bit of a waste of time. A waste of time and stress. What's the bet? What's the bet? Yep. At least it didn't have any effect on us. We didn't even get anything. It was a useless, empty, trapped strongbox. I'm going to come... This bag that we're going to pass right now, the one that we left before, it's going to be empty, and this is going to be an entire waste of time. Watch it. Oh, no. It was all worth it. I'm not going to touch that. It scares me. It scares me. I don't know what it does. I don't want to touch it. Oh gosh, the second that it turns to dim light. Excellent. We have a stress attacker. Can we... Yes, we can. I know full well that you humans bleed very easily. That was basically an equivalent exchange of damage. Very happy about it. How good are you at... Oh, yeah, you might as well. You might as well throw up. I threw up. I'm gonna just keep you high, because slavering ghouls can do some big hits. Technically, everything can do a big hit, just what's more likely. And these guys can do it. Ooh, we got our own big hits going on. And two types of DOT, 7 each. Can I stun you at 70%? No, never mind. There we go. He's done. He's going to take care of himself. Unless I want to take advantage of... You don't even need any healing, do you? Ooh. I was going to say I could take advantage of this and heal up, but if I don't let him attack, which will do damage no matter what, he'll get a stress hit. So we basically just wasted that turn there. Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. A death by inches. What's coming up ahead? A bag. A bag of something? A bag of very much nothing. I'm confused because I'm not getting a whole lot of... Oh no. Ah, never mind. Scouting chance is what I was thinking about, but I think I read trap, disarm, and thought scouting. And that's what I was hoping for, because every once in a while, if it triggers, you can see what's coming up ahead of you, and then you can be prepared for like those traps that have been hitting multiple times and doing damage. And then you can take advantage of them. Battle. Radiant light. Excellent. Ooh, I love when they're surprised. Between the two of them, I guess I want to kill him first. But he's nothing to shrug off either. I think they both think... There we go. A crit. A crit for 1 damage. You know what? I'll take it. I'm going to mark you. Which is very unlike me. Usually in games like this, where there's some kind of strategy, I prefer no strategy. When I play Pokemon, I prefer all attacking moves, and I never deal with, you know, anything that reduces, you know, attack or defense or anything like that. Which makes my battles very, very simple, and possibly harder than they should be. But I'm actually going to try this time. I'm going to try and strategize. Oh, there we go. He killed himself. Excellent. But that's what I love about Riposte, is that the characters, if you're in a good state, the smaller characters can just kill themselves on you, and you don't even have to worry about them. Stun for 70%? No, let's build up that light. I'm glad I brought you, mate. Ooh. Never mind. I didn't choose my favorite point blank because it would just attack this corpse and it wouldn't actually have done anything useful. The only times I attack the corpses is when I'm in a bad position with moves that can't... Oh god, 2 keys. With moves that can't attack the characters that are there, the enemies that are there. That's the only time you're really killing corpses so that they can move out of the way and you can reach the other characters. Oh, this is what we need! This is what we need, and we have no space, but luckily we have something that's barely anything. And we can swap that out. So we need 3 of these. Goodbye, 200 gold. Oh, hold up. You're pretty low, actually. Maybe I should just, Oh, I do this at the risk of there being a hunger check. You know what? I only just realized that behind me, they've got some of those, like, test messages that I used to see if the chat box was working. There we go. Let's just make this a little less risky when we go into battle. Confirmed battle. Uh-oh. Not an ectoplasm. They are very resistant to pretty much everything, and then they have another move that I don't like about them. Let's just start with getting our riposte on. Let's remove the chance of there being any marking, which can... I don't want any of those big hits. We're ignoring the ectoplasm for a second. The slime. It is a shame just to push you to healing duty, but you're the only one who can. The great thing about musketeers is they can do big hits, but they can also heal. Oh, there we go. Oof. I'm getting stressed. Maybe below my model, I should have my own little stress bar that I fill up as things go wrong. Oh, but now I have to consider that we have a corpse here that's going to be going away soon, and when there's an empty space, that's when the trouble starts. So maybe we should start getting some damage here. Never mind, it doesn't even have to be an empty space. It can just be on a corpse. I guess that makes sense. Literally inside it, there's a corpse. So that's probably just the canon of how it works. Dang it. That was what I was trying to avoid. It would be worth it. You might kill yourself on my own character, so maybe I should just get started on these guys. I'm pretty sure you actually had high... Oh, that's high resistance! That, or 95% chance to not do it. Excellent. 5% chance. We will need to redo that riposte. Let's try and get this guy out of the running. Even though this smaller ectoplasm can also do cytokinesis, which is the clone attack. Oh, nice. I was hoping for a double kill, but that's still good enough because he's just gonna. There we go.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. There's one line about inordinate exsanguination that I don't know if you'll see in here. Oh, maybe the giants can do it. We can try and set it up on the giants. But it's one of my favorite lines. If inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue. I think that's what it was. Are you gonna... You will die at some point, but let's see if we can capitalize. Heal yourself. Heal my favorite character. Uh-oh, I'm getting attached. Jesus, okay. Oof. Yikes, okay. Oof. Alright. He's not even low enough to do a heal. I think, you know what, let's stop playing games. Let's stop playing games. I'm scared. How far do we have in this? Oh, excellent. Oh! Secret door! Secret tunnel! I think I might do better to have lunch, camp now, eat what I need to so I have a proper stress heal, pick this up, and then quickly go back. This is one of the quest items, so we'll have 2 out of 3. And see, we've got to at least go this far back, but if we retrace our steps when we're done, it could go really badly. So maybe while we're close, we just nip right back to the secret treasure, and just, you know, see what's up. Just pick it up. I think I'm saying no to this one. I'm saying no to wealth. This is very sad. Because I really should be calculating whether it's worth it to keep the gold, which goes to a max of, what, 175? 175? 1,750? Or the gems, which can stack a bit more and they can technically be worth more, but you're much less likely to actually find them. First things first, no ambushing for me, please. I'd like to not die tonight. That would be good to have a buff. Basically, I'm going to focus on buffing my main man, Petrol. And basically nothing else. I actually used all of my skill points on that. And I'm not even sorry about it. Ugh, my headphones are hurting my ears. My non-existent ears. I'm a robot. I ripped those ears out ages ago. That's why I've got all these cords hanging out. I'm leaving it all hanging out. Alright, let's go back real quick. Just right quick. And then, once we go to the treasure room, we have some choices to make. The secret door. We have some choices to make. We have some precious treasures to choose between. Alright, we're on it. We go up. This is it. This is it. And guess what? We have 3 keys. I only need 1, but we have 3 of them. Not like last time. Oh. Okay, there's not much of a choice here. The reason is because this on its own is worth way more than a stack of this. And I can't remember what a stack of this is. I think it might be 4 or 5, but we're probably not going to get that. We might get some emeralds. That might be worth it. I doubt we're going to get another sapphire. Watch me end up getting a sapphire after this. And that way we can keep this caution cloak, which I think it's cool. I think it's neat. We might like it. We might need it. And then we don't have to throw out... Actually, what's the bet that we need another key? I might regret that. But right now, I have more money. And that's all I care about. More moolah. Anyway, hopefully, because we're only retracing our steps just a little bit, nothing's going to happen. As opposed to if we did it all the way at the end of the road, it gives you time, or it gives the enemies time rather, to sneak up on you. And for those hunger checks to happen, my biggest enemy is the hunger checks.
Paid for in blood.
Journal pages. I have never put much energy into collecting these, simply because look how limited our inventory is. But you can collect all of those and read them, and I just never did. I don't think there's a battle in here. Never mind. But at least we have radiant light still. Yes. They're very good at aiming for the most stressed of the people, and because I don't have my beloved Jester, we have no way of fixing that. So we just have to, if we can, give as many kills to her as possible, because that's going to be the only sustainable and reliable stress heal that we're going to have for her. And luckily we're going against humans, and their resistances are not very existent. Oh, good. That hit would have sent her off into, well, let's be real, into bad land, not good land. There we go. We got rid of one of the ones that will stress us the hell out. Can we? Excellent. Okay, good. That included a stress heal. Perfect. Can we get a stun off and just reduce? There we go. Okay, good. Oh, that was a nothing move. At this point, I'm feeling a little bit nervous about the situation we're in, so I want to see how much we can not extend this battle, but take advantage of it. Oh, well, speaking of extending and taking advantage, I didn't take advantage there. I could have healed. I didn't. Did a big hit. Let's at least just get it. He's going to be so... There we go. Look, he's thriving. His skin is clear. His crops are watered. We just have to be very careful for the first round of the next few battles.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I need to remind myself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I can go very quickly between, oh yeah, this is all good, this is easy, and then, oh god, what's happening? Okay, what are we going to sacrifice to pick you up? We're never going to go back here. I wanted to keep you before, but I don't know if I can. Damn. I'm sure we'll find items with better scouting chance later. Or, you know, even at the shop. Which you can buy with money. So we need to keep the money. 2 out of 3. It's fine. We're at 8. We're at 2 more hunger checks if I don't feed them anything. No, I'm not touching you. I'm being a real big weenie about that. So I'd rather nothing and to miss out on a good thing than to pick up another bad thing. You know what that is? You know what that is? That's, well, it's treasure, but that's the lost medicine. We are technically done. I can finish at any time now. Do I take advantage? Do I take the risk? The risk. Yes. We have to seize life, and every time we go out, we have to get as much as we can for future endeavors. Empty, full. Ooh. Ooh.
Now it must be carried home.
That's not bad. I might have to say goodbye to this just so we can take advantage of... Oh, what? Oh. This is the full stack for emeralds. There's 5. How about... Yep, I'm not seeing an obstacle up to here. How about we say goodbye to this? And the second that we find an obstacle that we can't pass without a shovel, that's the end of our journey. I think that makes sense. But yeah, I could end up losing more than I gain by getting rid of the ability to use the shovels for one singular gem. But a gem in the hand is worth two in the bush or the trunk. Oh god. At least they're a surprise, which is so lucky, considering that we're in the shadowy level of light. I can't attack you right now. You're stealth. Ooh. Not bad, might I say. This is a secondary goal, but let's see if we can get the exsanguination voice line to prop with this guy. Can I... Do you have anything that can... No, I guess not. Okay. And it's a secondary goal because it's not trustworthy to focus on that when our first goal has to be getting out alive. It's not worth dying for. Oof. Oh, I don't like horror. It's fine. At least he only affected the people that were relatively chill, versus the one that is on the verge of freaking the hell out. Bleed out, bleed out, bleed out. 8. Yes, bleed out, bleed out, bleed out. Oh, no, I can't. Yes, bleed out, bleed out. For a second I thought she was going to heal him. Never mind. I was hoping for the other voice line about the giant creatures bleeding out. That one's also pretty good. Let's finish this off right quick. Excellent. Oh, I didn't get a stress heal from that. That sucks. Oh well. I want those busts. I want that bust. I need to chill out. When I was, not starting the stream, but when I was editing the information for it, I was looking at, the warnings and the guidelines and stuff, and I was just like, is it a mature stream? Like, I swear, but, like, not too much. Or do I think I not swear too much because I'm Aussie? I'm not sure. And, yeah, I guess it did take me, less than half an hour last time to start talking about fish titties. So, am I mature? I'm not sure about that. I'll have to think on it, or we'll see if Twitch warns me whether I'm being too, I don't know, too raunchy or what. But it was something that gave me pause. I looked at it and went, I don't know if I need to include any warnings or guidelines. Am I someone that needs warning about? Something to think on, I think. Let us... Oh, no, that doesn't get rid of that, but it will get rid of this. Never mind. It didn't get rid of the debuff. I was wrong. But now I have room for this. What's next? Oh, that timing was very good. I know it was because of the horror that they were infected with, but it seemed like they looked at the body and they went, ugh! What can we find from here? Okay, well, we don't have to worry about hunger checks at all, and I can do a sneaky little heal. That is excellent. Okay. Sometimes the game is good to you. Sometimes the game is nice. Sometimes. And again, we have to not get confident about it. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, remember? Here's another big guy. Maybe we can get the voice line from this guy. And they're all human. I like fighting humans. They're easier to torment and kill through terrible means. Oh, boo. Damn, okay. Excellent. That was a stress heal on its own and it affected 2 of them. Haha! That's my favorite kind of move, where it attacks everyone, everyone dodges, and then my riposte guy gives way more than he got. And technically in this case, infinitely more. Oh, if I do this I might kill him. No voice line. Boom. The sound effects, the sound design in this is really good. I like it when it's got like the bassy noises and like the death door sound effect where I think it's like a bell, bong, a bong, a bong, a A... What's it called? Wait. What is it called? The big flat round thing that you whack and it goes bong. Is it called a bong? I know something else is called a bong, but that's not what I'm talking about. What is it called? A cymbal? A bong? If it's not called a bong, I'm gonna feel really stupid. You know, the thing that you hit and goes bong. I call it the bong. Yeah, that's what you can hear. God, what's that called? A gong? Is it called a gong? I think that's what it is. I like when they hit the bong and then it goes bong. Someone has camped here recently. Oh good, we didn't find a corpse. Oh damn, okay. I want those crests. How far do we have to go? 2 more. Basically, this is the point where you slowly figure out what you can do without to go as far as you can to get as much as you can. And for me, it's an exercise in what will I get rid of that I'll immediately need afterwards. Ooh, a box. These tend to have heirlooms. That's what they're called, by the way. The busts, the crests, and the deeds, they're heirlooms. And that's what you do to... Oh, there we go. We're at the end. We're at the end of the road because I got rid of my shovels. And if I do this by hand, they'll all take damage, they'll all take stress, and then this will go out. So we're just going to leave it. That's the end. I'm sure there was nothing good in these two anyway. Success!
These medicines will prevent the outbreak of epidemic at our struggling hamlet.
That was quite good. Hydration check. If there's anyone watching, you need to take a drink, please. It would be hypocritical of me to say drink water, but drink something, please. Oh, that's pretty good. For the flagellant, whose whole thing is about being low on health and, like, gaining buffs at that point, that's pretty good. A World Adventurer, that's actually accurate to what we were doing. It's relevant. Fragile ain't great. And then these two are now... Oi. That's not great. But I think if I remember correctly, we have the Caregivers Convention. Which means...
Preponderance of rare
There we go.
exotic injuries makes this place perfect for the study of suffering.
The study of suffering. Gosh, I love the wordage in here. Treatment water's free. Medical water's free. Hopefully we don't have too many people in need of those services. But let's see. Okay, so right now we have to treat those quirks that I was talking about that can be really, really expensive. I have 2 spaces open, and then to treat diseases, 2 spaces open. Can I quickly... Oh no, I don't have enough busts. This is where I can do some exchanging at not a great exchange rate, but I can get enough to increase that and then have 3 people get healed. I'm going to do that. We need we need 4 more busts. Yep. And I think I'll exchange the crests for it because these are actually pretty easy to get. They're more common, and also you can stack them more. 2, 3, 4. Boom. Excellent.
Experimental techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
Tonics is a good word. I like to drink a tonic. I'm going to put it in order of the highest because these will be the most expensive. Dacnomania, bad. Nervous, bad. These 2 I don't care about. Dismas, oh, Dismas is our guy. Dismas is the dude. He's the highwayman that you start with. So if we're going to be attached to one guy, it'll be Dismas, okay? If I get rid of this one, I can get rid of 1 bad quirk, and I can lock in a good one. Oh shit, he's really good in the ruins with all the realm, unholy stuff. Stun resist, 2 speed. Which of these would I find the most useful later? If I lock him in as a kind of ruins, unholy focused character, and I start on locking these in, he's going to be really, really good there. if I wanted to be like a general good character, speed is good. Let's do that. Let's do that. Now, he is also sick. We're not going to be able to do anything about that, unfortunately. Let's see if there's anything else that is worse. No, he's not locked in. We need to focus on these locked in ones that are going to be super expensive to get rid of. Prone to investigating the dark arts. See, disgusting. That means any of the things like that idol that I kept passing in the last map, the scary one with the skull, that I didn't know what to do with, yeah, probably he would be like, ooh, let's touch it. So we're just going to get rid of that immediately. Now, he's a jester. That would be pretty good if he needs to stress heal himself. Let's do that. I want to be a better person. So I'm going to take myself to the wards where they lock me in a room and they treat me terribly. That will ease my sanity. Tapeworm, more food. That's gross. Ew. Now, this person, Gale, who helped us out a lot before, there's a chance of healing multiple illnesses if I go here. So, what would... Hopefully, I'll get rid of that one, and hopefully I'll get rid of at least one, hopefully two, of the others. Oh, well, doesn't actually look all that bad. We've kind of taken out the worst offenders here, so we might as well go with the highest level, which would have been the most expensive. Boom. Excellent. And that was all free. That was all free. Excellent.